Goedendag, good day. How are you lovely people doing? Welcome to another video on my channel. Today I want to talk about minimalism, and I really feel like minimalism has given me a changed mindset. That's basically what I'm going to be talking about in this video. Before I get into why I love minimalism so much, let's get back a little bit in my life. I can remember saying to my parents, saying to my friends, as long as I think maybe 5 years or so, I want to own less stuff, I want to own less stuff, and then I never did anything about it. Basically the clutter started to really bother me because I constantly had to move things from place A to place B, especially when I was cleaning. I just had a bunch of crap shoved under my bed, and then once I wanted to vacuum everything and mop, I had to pick it all out, put it on top of my bed, and especially on days where I didn't have that much time to put everything back under my bed, I ended up getting home late at night and then still have to deal with that stuff on my bed, so I couldn't just dive into bed. I had so much stuff laying on my bed all the time because I didn't have that much cabinet space where I can stuff things on top or shove things into drawers. I didn't really have that as much either when I lived at my dad's towards the end. Not only that was really annoying, I was not really able to find the items I was looking for quite often. And that's super annoying, especially when you're looking for that one t-shirt, that one piece of item that you want to put in your hair, or that one piece of makeup that you want to apply, or that one picture that you want to show because you were talking to your friends about that one experience and you can't find it in the clutter of all the things that I owned in my life. Also, decision stress was really something that bothered me. Not only was my closet filled and almost piled out of the closet, so I had to be careful picking things out. The options that I had to wear, for example, were a lot. And there were many mornings where I just stood in front of my closet like, not knowing what to wear because there were too many options. So one last thing, not only did the items take in physical space, it also took in some space in my mind, or on my mind. Because I guess you are thinking about that one item that you know you probably should store in a better way, because otherwise it's not gonna stay as good looking or as complete, I guess, when you don't store it properly. I have been getting into minimalism more and more because mainly YouTube actually. First thing I noticed was the YouTube channel from Michelle B, and she had this particular video or playlist, the 30-day minimalism challenge, where you basically declutter everything from your clothes to your makeup to your photos to your computer to electricity cords, everything she touched on. And it actually took me way longer than 30 days to declutter, but that was definitely a great start. Another inspiration was Shell Bizzle. She really took in the eco-friendly living, zero waste kind of minimalism, and that made me more thoughtful of what items I get rid of, what I should do with it, and where I want to donate. Also, if I want to toss, if there's a better way to toss it. Another really awesome part of my inspirations list is the Minimalist podcast. Man, I have listened to so many podcasts already, and I still am listening to them because there's a lot more I still haven't listened to. But they don't only talk about how to get rid of things, although they do mention that. They mainly talk about, once you have decluttered things, what you do with your relationships, what you could do with, you know, like emotional attached things, or your time, or your values. Like, they go way more in depth of, okay, so the minimalism things are done like task-wise, like you own less, now what? And I really love that because it gave me just another goal, not just to get rid of my stuff and I guess leave more time to do other things, but also to really be thoughtful what to do with that time. The author of this book, Marie Kondo, was actually brought to me by Michelle B, but The Marie Kondo show on Netflix also was a lovely little reminder. Once I got a little bit less inspired, I found the series on Netflix and I was like, okay, let's go back into some drawers and get rid of some more stuff. And there were other YouTubers like Madeline Olivia that touched on minimalism, as well as Abundantly Minimal. I really liked her channel as well, and A Small Wardrobe. And there were actually more random YouTubers that I watched here and there, but those people really stuck out and I've been watching them more frequently based on the minimalist topic. So with all those inspirations, I was actually able to really knock out some of the tasks that I had to do. Why did I get into minimalism? Well, first off, less clutter means less clutter in your head, and that truly helps a lot, because when I get home after a busy day of work, after I've reflected on my day, it's awesome to just sit on the couch, look around, and not see anything that's like, that actually needs another spot, or that looks a little messy, or I want to dust that, but there's too much stuff in there, so I probably don't want to do that now. That really helps, because your space is not just tidy, but it's also cleaner. To come into a house or a room where the energy doesn't go into trying to make it more peaceful, it actually is awesome to put energy into things that you actually want to put your energy into, like for example, creative hobbies that I've been putting off for a long time. Another awesome thing that minimalism has changed my life with is money. I am saving so much money. I'm not shopping. I'm not trying to get decorative items for my house. I'm not trying to get clothes because I already have realistically too many already, or still too many items. It's really an awesome money saver, and that really helps because I still have to pay back debt. Also, I am way more content, appreciative, and careful with items that I still own. And that obviously will increase its lifespan and increase the amount of joy I get out of the item. Minimalism is lovely because of its impact on consumerism. I am definitely shopping less. The last time I went shopping was in November because I fell for the Black Friday on Instagram commercials because of a workout brand that I have been eyeing for a while, and then I finally thought, there's some savings. Before that, I think longer ago, like for clothes and stuff. It really makes me happy that I am shopping less because I'm creating less of a demand for certain items, and I am also trying to be more, I guess, careful or more thoughtful of the things I do buy, because I want to create a footprint that I am proud of. I don't want to leave a footprint behind. I'm like, oh, that's kind of icky. I definitely left some big residue back there from purchasing an item from a fast fashion store, for example, and creating a creating a bigger question for that item. If you want to get into minimalism, you can try these tips that I enjoyed a lot. First off, to do a 30-day minimalism challenge with a friend. That is from the Minimalists. You basically get rid of one item on the 1st of the month, 2 items the 2nd day of the month, etc. Until the 15th day, you get rid of 15 items. The person who stays getting rid of things the longest wins, and you can bet on whatever. My friend and I, we were gonna bet on a movie ticket, but we both won, so neither of us got a movie ticket. Something I also really like is the Marie Kondo way of tidying or getting rid of things. You put everything from the same category on a huge pile, go through it, see what actually sparks joy, and then say thank you to the items that no longer serve the thing that you needed to serve. So I did that with my clothes. That truly helped me see how much clothes I had. That was honestly ridiculous. My whole bed was filled with crap, and I got rid of a ton. Also, but this might not be for everyone, you should move. I now live with my boyfriend, and his house is a little bit smaller than my dad's, and I got a lot of stuff. I took all that stuff with me, even though I got rid of, I thought, quite a bit. When I got here and I realized I couldn't sit on the couch because all my crap was sitting there, I thought, man, I still got too much stuff. I also had a huge bin with items that I had some emotional attachment to, and now it's all combined to a little drawer, and I got rid of a ton. I did take pictures of most of the items because I thought maybe I do want to look at it sometime in the future, but you know, maybe someday I'll declutter my phone as well. Something that has really helped me is to just put a little bin or bag or a little spot in your house where all the items you put there are for donations. And to have this bag, I use a bag, to have that bag helps me to be like, oh wait, should I add something else in there? Is it full already? Can I add more stuff to it before I bring it to the places that I know will take good care of it, or where they can actually use some of the items? So that is really something that helped me as well, to also stay motivated and to look at all the things you're getting rid of and you're like, hopefully someone else will get more joy out of this. By the way, speaking of this like donations bin or bag, I have twice taking things out of the bag. Once because I actually needed the book for school, and the second item was because I thought at my school that I'm teaching at, they were actually going to get more value out of the item that I was getting rid of. And in a way, with the second item I did actually get rid of it, but with the first item I did hold on to it. And that also kind of helps when you especially have items you kind of are in doubt about. When you put them in and you don't think about it, you forget about it, and you don't want to grab it, and you're not looking into it and be like, oh man, I wish I actually put that there, then you know you can get rid of it. Something that also really helps is to consider what you're actually using. When I use things yearly, like for example my skiing jacket, then I will hold on to it. But if it's something that I haven't used in years, it's literally just collecting dust and I'm just relocating it every single time I try to clean things, that's probably an indication I don't use it and I don't need it in my life. And if I do need it, you can also use the minimalist thing that they do. It's a 20-20 rule, where if it costs less than $20 and you can get it in less than 20 minutes, then you can get rid of it if you're in doubt. That's something they mentioned. They probably worded it a lot better than I did. Check out their podcast because they're awesome. And one more thing, and that's actually a thing that I still need to do because I am for sure still needing to declutter my closet even more, even though I'm pretty okay with how it looks now, is the reverse hanger thing. When you reverse your hanger, so when you take it out of your closet, you actually have to be a little bit annoying and awkward because you have to push back, and then you can take it out. You end up seeing what clothes you don't wear, because there will be hangers that are turned around on your rack and you don't ever touch it. That's something that I'm gonna do, and it'll show me what clothing items I do not wear. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment below of what your favorite part was. Also, make sure you subscribe because that would mean the world to me. Also, if you have more tips, please let me know, because there's always more room that I can get, since I always can get rid of more stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.